Hi there, welcome to this video. I am just checking that, yes, okay, perfect. I'm here and we are live. Awesome. Okay, so I wanted to share this. Sorry. Yeah, I wanted to share this powerful message with you all. It is something that screws most people when they're either starting their business or achieving success with their online business. And I see this often with many people. So I wanted to come in and just share a little bit about that. So when you are joining live, or if you're watching the replay, or you might be watching on YouTube, comment below this video. Tell us where in the world you are watching from and just say hello. I love to connect with people in real time, and also, I just love to see where in the world everybody is coming in from. So one of the things I wanted to quickly talk about is when I stepped into what I was doing, and I'm talking about like way back in the beginning. I was a single mum of 6 back then, and many of you know I've now got 7. But when I stepped into that, I couldn't work a normal job. The health situations that I had with all of the childcare, just all of the circumstances that were around about me, I could not work a normal job. Hi, Maria, how are you? And one of the things was I certainly could not get a job that was going to pay for the life that I wanted to live. Suddenly I was told that, hi, Julian, I was told that you can live the life that you truly want to live. And I was like, yeah, okay, well, how? I'm a single mom with 6 kids, and the place that I was in just wasn't great. I was like, how am I supposed to do this? But my heart called to have a career. Listen, I wanted more than anything to have my own income. I wanted that pride for myself. I wanted to be earning money myself, to have our own income. Good morning, Brenda. How are you? So this was something that I'd stepped into, and there are many others out there that are just the same, right? So many are either looking to increase their income online, or they're just looking to be able to have their actual own income that will pay for a life that they want to live. But yet they often experience this. And it happened to me too. And that's why I want to share it, because I see some people are getting caught in this. They're getting, they're getting really wrapped up in this crap, basically. And I want to make aware of it so that you can do something about it. Sometimes we just need that awareness, and then we can break free from it. So much shit rises, which, there can be a mix of excitement. It's like, oh my God, yes, you know what, I really want to do this. And then there's like all of the shit that's thrown in there too. Listen, this happens for pretty much every single person that does anything that's going to up level their life. Happens for pretty much every person. And instantly you're going to start getting those thoughts of, oh my God, what will people think? Can I really do this? Should I do this now? I don't have the time. What if I don't get the results? What if I'm not good enough? Blah, 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 fecking blah. All of that stuff. And your life, it can seem so real. This is one of the biggest things. This list of these thoughts could go on and on and on. It's just one of the biggest things, and it happens to everybody. It happened to me like way back then. A big one that stopped me actually doing What I really wanted to do years ago, when I stepped into, you know, like the online business side of things, I mean, properly stepped into it along with, you know, the mind side, the big thing that stopped me doing it was, what will people think of me? Will it look spammy? Oh my God, I don't want to be salesy. I don't want to be spammy. And I chose a much more expensive route, going elsewhere, trying to look more professional, instead of actually dealing with the root issue. The root issue is actually shadow crap energy right there. That whole thing of, what will other people think of me? You know, oh my God, I don't want to look spammy, and you know, stuff like that. I still, you know, that old program still surfaces up at times, and I've got to really, really transmute that energy. And adding to that, because of that shadow, the limiting programming. So shadow, for people that don't know, shadow is just kind of like your limiting programming, but is a lot of like stagnant, yucky, energy that's stuck there, and it causes all of the stuff that you just do not want in your life. And because of that lodge right there, which really has to be alchemized. Now, I wish that I had known this years ago, but you know what? We know it now. You even have events happening outside of you that matches that shit that's inside of you. You know, and a lot of the time, when the stuff happens outside of us, many people go into, oh my God, it must be a sign from God or the universe that I can't do this. And it's utter bullshit. Utter bullshit. Because you want to know what the truth is? You're a creator. You get to choose your results. You get to create. But you take what's happening outside of you that is caused by your limiting programming that stop you up leveling, you take that as further confirmation that you can't do something, that you shouldn't do something. And all that is actually a complete reflection of your limiting programming that's going on inside of you. That's right there. That is why you stay stuck. And it's a huge one. I had so much shit hit me in the face from outside. You keep letting the outside and the sneaky devil shadow, because that's what it's like. I like to see the light as, you know, like the angel on this side and the devil on this side. You never know which side is really actually speaking truth to you. You don't know who it really is. The devil can look like light when it's speaking to you. So that's why you want to learn to really master your energy, so that you know what the hell's going on here. You can fucking stop it. You keep letting that persuade you to stop, persuade you to hide. And even though you have that moment of getting back up again, you know, the moments when it's like, right, okay, I'm going to get back to this. Yep, I do want to follow my heart. So quickly that starts to come in and you're brought back down. And it's all because of this. So listen, I made a clear choice. People ask me often, you know, like, how did you have the success that you've had? How did you do, you know, like coming from where I was, like broken down, single mother of 6 kids back then. You know, people always ask me, how did you do that? So here's one of the things that I did, and I want to share this with you so that you can use this. I made that clear fecking choice. I made the clear choice, no more giving up. No more giving up. You see, I knew that what I was offering was and does change people's lives and income dramatically. So, and I've been in situations before where I've had offers that I knew that, but I allowed my shadow to take over and I gave up. Oh my God, you know, what people think about me, blah, 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 blah. And this time, this one was so big that I was like, right, do you know what? No, 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 no. I am not going to give up. So make that devoted choice that you're not going to give up. The next one that I did, and it's a huge one to do. So you've got your business, you've got your venture, you've got the thing that you're stepping into or that you are working on. You are going to have this shit surface. It's going to happen. And if it didn't happen, then that's when you're clearly not doing the right thing. The shit surfacing is a good thing. It's not a bad thing. It shows that you are actually up leveling. People think it's bad. So I've had some people think that, you know, they had some like flare up of shit and things like that. And I'm like, great, you stirred that up because of the light that you were actually doing, because you're up leveling, because you've taken that action. So that right there. But the thing is that I made the decision that I was going to master my energy. When that shit surfaced, I made a devoted decision to take responsibility for myself, because I simply create the results. And I knew that for me to actually, you know, like birth and deliver what the purpose of all of this was supposed to deliver, it was going to take me doing that inner work. It was going to take me alchemizing that shadow to truly birth and deliver what this whole business, the purpose of this business was to do. So I made that choice that I was going to be responsible for myself. And when any sort of stuff had surfaced up, you know, because you get hurdles that will happen, you get the shit that surfaces up, we all get it. So whenever any of that came at me, and I have had some big things come to me, especially about, you know, like valuing yourself, like really, really looking deep into valuing yourself, about even being responsible for ourselves. It's like, oh my God. So when anything came up, it was like, right, okay, I'm seeing this. This is a lie. This is an illusion. And I'm not going to allow this to stop me. These are the results, because I create the results. This is the purpose. This is the vision. I'm holding true to the vision. So anything that hits me in the face is things for me to grow and up level through. And I took responsibility for myself to work on that. You see, this is one of the biggest things right there, is that too many people listen. And it can, because if you think of the kind of devil, how persuasive and sneaky they are, I sometimes say your shadows and your limiting programs are very, very much like narcissists. They're so quiet, they're so sneaky, and yet they can chip away until you just completely lose faith in your power. And too many people listen to this, and then too many people give up. They give up. So I want to ask you some questions. Feel free to comment your answers below in this video here. What if you truly believed that you have the power to create whatever you wanted, the results that you wanted, no matter what? What if you truly believed that? What if you trusted that power? What would you do then? What if you trusted that power, that you had complete fecking knowing that this is the results that I want, and as I am the creator, it's a done deal. What would you really do? What if you didn't care what anyone else thought, and you fully entered into the spirit of your heart's calling, your desires, your wants, the results that you want to create? What if you didn't care what anyone else thought? What anyone else thought? You see, for me, I freaking loved, it's actually one of my genius areas, is I am able to see how people can earn online. Like, I mean, that shit just flows to me all the time. And in fact, it always has. Even when internet first started, I used to start getting downloads about it all. And yet it was that whole thing where, in fact, I went down this whole other route instead of allowing myself years ago to step into that, to do that work. I was caring too much about how I would look, about, you know, like, my God, what if people think I'm being spammy and blah, 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 all of that stuff. What would you do if you just stopped listening to those voices? And when you see something and you're like, oh man, okay, so there's a difference, right? You know, I used to think that for me to be worthy, I had to do this other work first. And that's an area that you really, really want to look into. Whereas I just actually wanted to do this. Listen, I wanted a massive income. I loved the freedom of doing things online. I absolutely wanted to have that income flowing in. It was important that whatever I shared, yep, absolutely served people. But I freaking loved it. I absolutely loved the whole concept of affiliate marketing and MSIs and online marketing, and the way that it just all worked, that it can really bring true freedom for people. But the biggest thing that stops them is that right there, you know, the voices, the shadows, and the big one. My God, what will people think about me if I'm doing this? Do you know that you get to choose? You get to choose whether you're good enough. You simply get to choose. You get to choose. You get to choose your value. You get to choose your worth. It's got nothing to do with the lives that we lived, you know, like years ago, or even it's got nothing to do with your past lives, actually. And I know some people will argue against that. In this lifetime, and with the evolvement of humanity, you get to choose. You get to choose your worth, your value. You get to choose. You get to create the results that you want to create simply because you want those results. You don't need to justify it to anyone. Simply because you want it. So comment below. What are you now choosing for you, for your life? And I do to stop giving up on yourself, on your dreams, when those hurdles and when that shit comes at you. Be devoted to see it for what it is. Lies, illusions, it is not your truth. And it's actually a good thing that the hurdles and stuff have surfaced, because that means you're up leveling. So see it as being good. Anyway, going to leave you with that one. This video is going to be popped up onto YouTube also. So I look forward to hearing of you all succeeding beyond your wildest dreams. because you can't even see right now truly what is there for you. But when you take those steps, when you're going to be brave, and no matter what, you're taking those steps forward, you will see that what comes to you is fucking beyond your wildest dreams. And I will speak to you all soon.